Hi, fellow daydreamers. This is me, Becca, also known as the Nightlark PRT. Damn, I'm good. And I have something to tell you about. I'm just giving you a quick update, fairly fast today, about why I wasn't been posting for the past 3 days. If you didn't pay attention to my last video, I've been sick since not September, August of this year, and I haven't been truthfully honest for you. But I will be sending the link for you to below if you really want to find out what was going on for the past week and everything else what's been going on, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was I am pretty much might be posting just about 1 or 2 videos these days because I really want to get a killing head start at really getting into my my well, I'm actually making a fan fiction of Naruto, basically, mostly about Lord Kazekage. Actually, it's about his older self, the one that they left off as. I think he's about 30 years old by now. Anyway, at least he's in my range of likingness still. Anyway, but out of that. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm right now just writing stuff down of what I was planning on doing with it, trying to turn it into a manga. It's not really 100% that it's going to be published kind of thing. It's just a fan fiction of Masashi Kishimoto's basic story. And I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm actually just right now borrowing that by using my own story to see if I can be able to make it into, well, a manga issue kind of thing, so I can train myself to be able to make a little bit understanding, a little possibility better for the game project, which I have to place on the back burner because I shouldn't be asking too much right now. I am just a normal starter outer YouTube person. And by December is going to be my exact 1 full year of being a YouTuber. But I haven't started posting videos, you'll notice that, until a while later. But, anyway, I'm just right now giving you guys an update about what's been going on. And the reason why I'm here is because before I make a video, I want to make sure that I'm halfway decent, not looking like... So, before I started this, I looked like crap. So, I had to wash up anyways, and it also helps with my throat, too. I need to get my bangs cut. I'm looking like Mark. I'm a shaggy dog. Well, back to the mission at hand. I'm just letting you guys know about my idea of what I'm trying to do with my new story, to kind of get a little bit of an idea of what's been going on. My story, pretty much, that I'm making right now, the fan fiction, I'm just going to give you a lowdown. I'm not going to tell you exactly detail by detail, because then I'll get my story stolen, or it's going to go, and Masashi Kishimoto will not be happy about what I have done. And I do not want to upset him at all. I'm learning right now on doing this whole story, rereading it, and then changing it while I develop it. Just like how I created Riku. So, the reason why I've actually been changing it was all over the place. Anyway, the purpose of this story that I'm making is like right after Boruto, of telling a story about there's another prophecy, and basically the frogs were hiding the truth because they didn't believe in the second prophecy. But it's kind of like an alternative universe kind of thing. But nobody knows exactly what's been going on, because also about that, Riku, technically, does not exist in any original universe that belongs with Naruto. So apparently, this universe is quite close and identical to the actual story plot, but it's an alternate universe. Because everything else, it still connects together, except the only difference is Riku. She was never meant to be existing. And the purpose of the story is that Gaara realizes that she comes back. He knows he has to do something to save her because he has real big feelings for her. To prove it to her, he doesn't just want to help her out with all her problems and realizing that she has the power to become a goddess or a god, and she denies wanting to become one, and it causes the world to end up going all crazy. But basically, what he's trying to do is mostly not only trying to help save her, he wants to change her destiny, which kind of involves to the point where Gaara has to give up being Kage to try his best to get himself killed in the process. And it's a whole long, elaborate story. It's kind of a love story, basically, but these two already know they're in love with each other. But it involves to the point where even Gaara he thinks of her as his beloved best friend that he kept a great deal secret. As I said, you don't have to go alternative saying, oh, but Kishimoto already has a story going on. Don't freak out, guys. It's, as I said, kind of an alternate universe kind of thing. Because if Kishimoto wants him to be married or not, it's his choice, his characters. Everything else belongs to him. I'm just kind of learning how to do the basics of this, trying to learn how to create an ideal story, not just out of love and romance kind of thing. Shout and jump, epic fighting features, all this stuff, even horror and gore. I'll go that far if I have to. I want to make sure that I have a story that at least works in the process, that has something going on. I'm trying to learn the basic alternatives of trying to become a mangaka. And it's just one of those really difficult things right now because I'm new at this. Yeah, so it's kind of big on me. And right now, I'm just starting out with different ideals to actually help me out, which guides me along the path step by step. And the process of it can change because it's a story, basically. Any of this stuff actually changes in the process. The only problem is if I get writer's block, which I had a big problem with the game project already. I'm at the point where I'm at writer's block. It's one of those things. What I do is that I put the story on the side burner. It's not in the closet, stuffed away, so I will never see it again. Like my original story that I created when I was a child, that was actually a story that I've stolen from all different anime and books and all that stuff. That has been changed. It actually was called Kingdom Dreams. It was basically off the story of Kingdom Hearts because I was so into it, but I couldn't play the game because I didn't have a PS2. It's a long story anyways. The developments of what I've been figuring out is plots, when you're making different stories, is that you get ideals to it. You take some of the best ideas from these stories and you put it in your original story that you're trying to make. And that's the point that I've been doing all the time. I'm actually trying to get you a lowdown what I'm actually learning here in the process that I've always been learning for a long time. But I know I need to at one point just get something going because I've not finished anything at all. And this story, I want to make sure to at least have an ideal to it. Maybe have an finishing touch. I even at some point kill Riku. Sad and tragic. But you don't know about them Tenshis. They're kind of a questionable race. Their species are beyond belief. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about this stuff. Besides, there was more. Maybe. I was actually trying to figure out how to be able to make this, so I thought, why don't we just write it all down? Because I got booming ideas that's coming out of my mind that has everything and anything to do with. God, I love you. You saw nothing. Anyway, so I'm pretty much just, I have so much going on in my head, and I know I cannot be told that you gotta stop this. You're gonna steal ideas from people. It's just some kind of a story that people get ideas from. And it's best to write these things down because all of a sudden, it could possibly bring you a lot of goodness out of it. Not fame and fortune. Please don't go there. I've been going through a whole bunch of how would it be if I was famous? And then I realize that's the worst thing to think of. Because why would you want to become famous when all of a sudden the people that you love and care for are now down at the bottom? I'm trying to get them to come up with me. Because I don't want to be famous without my friends, but it's also I don't want to be famous. I just want to be a caring person. Anyway, back to the stories. I just learned that if I write down the story, the plots basically, or just write down maybe the first few chapters and kind of take it step by step from there, it might actually help. But the ideals is just taking it step by step, trying to be able to make it come through. Excuse me. I'm learning as it is from being a manga artist. And I've always been doing this since I was a kid. And all I've been doing was like, when I first started, all I knew was to draw stick figures. All I wanted was to be like my uncle, who actually had a talent of art right off the bat. I wanted to be like him. I think it took him a lot of time. Or he just had the talent right off his fingertips. I envy you. I'm not gonna mention his name anyways. I don't really know what's going on with him because I know that I have an uncle, but it's just, I don't base my characters off of him because what happens to the character's a bad guy, he will not like me. And I respect him not to put him in my stories. Then I'd get myself in bigger trouble. So, I pretty much just like to, I am rambling off like nobody's business. I am so sorry. Hush! I'm sorry. I'm a bad girl. Anyway, that's what I've learned though, is that over time you find out that you could be able to make the story, take the plot from the first few chapters, start drawing it, and seeing how it goes from there. But it takes a long while because you gotta make sure not to get arthritis. I'm trying to still make figures that move all the time. I'm still trying to learn how to do illustrations. It's taking me a while. I've got art right on the back of my hand, but that's usually just with watercolors. Oh, speaking of which, I think I have done something also amazing with one of my artworks when I was in school the other day. If you're wondering, I got this bag from Lake Tahoe. It's worth it because it's purple! It's freaking purple! I love it! They had a pink one. I went, nah. I had it here. Ooh, I forgot about those cheats. I had Warcraft cheats in my book. Have diddle daddle scrawlings of Daddy Corp. I love it. I need to add the rest of the characters. No. Hey! I attempted to draw a Venturian. This is my, my attempt to draw a Venturian to an anime character. Venturian tail! I like the pose that I gave him when she's in attack mode. Die! The Nightlark! Well, the Nightlark. This is the bird symbol. He's a birdie bird with my necklace on his neck. You'll see. Anyway, shouldn't be getting off topic like that. There's another picture of the Nightlark. Also, if you're wondering, I'm thinking of maybe making a side manga if I learn how to do that too. A side manga, all fall on top topic, but still has to do with ninja. It has nothing to do with Naruto. But Riku was based off of Naruto, to be honest. Riku is technically a guy. The Nightlark is basically a spirit based off a man. But I just fiddle battled with that. Anyway, this is the picture that I discovered that I can do. This is Riku. An awesomely epic art style, isn't it? This is original, by the way. No copyright. No stealing from my artwork. Please. You can borrow it sometime and actually see if you can attempt to put Riku and Gaara together. If not, you can actually just attempt it on your own, but I don't want you guys stealing too much of Riku's ideal and her backstory, because Riku will get very angry. And I'm still trying to adjust. Hush. I'm trying, I'm sorry. My hair is not cooperating after I take a shower. Anyway, that's kind of what I've learned that I have the technique for. And right now, I just want to start out with something to actually just go by for the time being. Maybe just learn by development and everything. But the original Naruto stories and everything, the original characters and all that stuff, all completely belong to Master Kishimoto. He actually... I've always had a dream one day to actually... This is a far-off dream. That I would be his apprentice, or just one time he'd teach me how to be able to draw any character from Naruto. Especially when his position was Gaara. Sorry, he's a gentleman. What can I say? I'm sorry, Master. He is an awesome character. Even though at first he reminded me of Chucky from Child's Play. Nothing bad about that. I still love him and all, but it's just... I realized that after a while. Anywho. Well, I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Sorry I went off and... It's 18 minutes of nothing but jibber jabber. Don't you just love me? Sorry. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys a little something about my story, a little bit of what my plan is. As I said, I'm putting the game project on the back burner. I'm still working on bits and pieces of it, but I really want to be able to get the hang of knowing how to make manga. So I'm borrowing Kishimoto's stuff to actually make my kind of plot thing in a different dimension, in a different angle, to see if I could be able to make manga. As I said, it's kind of a fan fiction novel, and I want to see how it goes. I do not want to upset him in any way at all. I'm not trying to point it into the direction of a love story. I still love the last movie, though, even though it was a love story. I thought it was a chick flick, but still, it was awesome. You made me cry. You made me cry. It's been a while. Other than Gaara, it's been a while. Anyway, I can't wait to see Boruto out on English dub. Sorry, I can't read the credits that fast and all. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to part this episode here, because I can't seem to stop talking. Or coughing, as for that matter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this random ass episode of me talking about my manga. And please, please, do not take my idea. I'm just learning something. I do not want to get myself in trouble for you guys stealing my idea and then making it your own. Because it's not right. But if you guys really want to hear about more of the story and everything else, maybe I could bring back story times on a certain day. Just out of random. I've still been in the Minecraft mood all of a sudden because sometimes it just, you lose it after a while, but you like bringing it back once in a great while. The only thing is, you need friends. You need people to hang out with and all that stuff. I envy the achievement hunters and Markiplier because they always have somebody to play Minecraft with them. But I need buddies to be able to play Minecraft and all that stuff. I want to make my garden and my tree houses. Anyway, sorry. Please click like and comment down below what you think of this random ass episode. And please click subscribe if you want to join our family. You do not have to if you don't want to, but if you want to keep watching the series, you can. It's your life. You love it. You love it. All right. Go ahead. Don't have to. Anyway, it's a very fantastic day, and I hope you guys are having it. Because it is going to be like this until probably tomorrow, which I hope is going to be even more fantastic when it starts raining. And hugs and kisses, Snuggles. And let us hang out in the next episode. Oh, and keep on dreaming, because one day it will come true. Believe me.